Alright guys, today I'm going to be replacing the front struts on this 2003 Toyota Camry. All four struts have been blown for a while, but today I'm only going to be replacing the front two, and then later I'll do the rear. Never done this before, so this is going to be a learning experience. So I'm going to get started. Now we're going to need to remove the axle nut. And then we need to make sure that this axle moves freely, which it is. I just replaced these CV axles not too long ago, so I'd be surprised if it was seized. Then we're going to remove the brake hose and ABS line bracket. Now I'm going to remove these two bolts holding the strut in. Alright, then I'm going to remove both bolts. Alright, it was kind of hard to film because I got to use both hands, but I pulled this knuckle out and kept the axle back and separated the two from here. So now got to remove the sway bar link, and then should be ready to pull this out. Now, if I was up on a lift and the other tire was also hanging off the ground, there wouldn't be tension on this. There wouldn't be tension on this sway bar link, but because I have the other side pushing up on this bar, I'm gonna need to apply some leverage to push this down, relieve some of this tension, so I can push it out. So I'm gonna take the breaker bar, gonna wedge it between these two, kind of push down to get that, let me a little bit of slack, and then I'll push that out. There we go, we're free. Now we'll come up top from the hood, undo these three bolts, and it should slide right out. As you can see, it kind of starts to break away there. The last nut I'm gonna get loose, and then I'm gonna grab this by the spring, and as soon as I pull this nut all the way off, I'm gonna kind of support the weight and pull it all the way out. And there we go. Just got the old one out. You can see these bushings are just destroyed, all rusted up. The boot's broken, just falling apart. So gonna go ahead and replace it with a new one. Side by side comparison. Doesn't seem to be any sort of oh no, that's down here. So this piece must have slid all the way up and broke free, because the rubber boot's down here on the new one. Alright, well, it's just a reverse of taking it out. We'll be back with you in a minute. Got the new one put up in there. Now we're just going to kind of put everything back onto this. Now we can put back the ABS wire and the brake line. The last thing to do is put the axle nut back on and put the tire on. Then I'll torque that down to spec. We're done with this side, so now we're going to swap to the driver's side. Here's an after video I took where you can see the front is pretty stable, but the back still bounces. That's because I haven't done the back ones yet. A lot of people say don't do quick struts because they're unreliable or don't last very long, but this thing's got almost 300,000 miles on it. I'm not too worried about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.